Hey Adventure Kids! I am missing you all so much, but I'm so glad that we get to connect through a screen. As weird as it might be, I love that we still get to do Adventure Kids together on a Sunday. This week we are learning about Joseph, and we're going to learn all about how he managed to forgive people even though it was really difficult for him. So guys, as always, there's a few videos down in the description bar. If you want to watch them, they're going to tell the story, but I'm going to read it to you as well. Joseph and his dream. Joseph was wearing his very best coat. He was feeling proud. His great-grandfather was Abraham, his grandfather was Isaac, and his father was Jacob. Jacob had given Joseph the wonderful coat. It was better than anything he'd given to Joseph's older brothers. Joseph believed that he was very, very, very important. His older brothers were very, very jealous. One day, the brothers were out looking after their father's goats and his sheep. Jacob sent Joseph to check that everything was all right. The brothers grabbed him and they took his coat. They saw some passing merchants nearby. They sold Joseph to the men. Oh no, poor Joseph. The men took Joseph to a place called Egypt. The brothers told their father, Jacob, that Joseph was dead. Jacob was very, very sad. Oh, dearie me. This is not a good story, is it? Poor Joseph. In Egypt, Joseph was sold as a slave. He had to work very hard. Then somebody told a lie about Joseph and he went to prison. Oh my goodness. Nobody there cared about Joseph, but God helped Joseph understand dreams and explain their meaning. One day, the great king of Egypt had a strange dream. Somebody sent for Joseph. Joseph understood the king's dream. There are going to be 7 years. Can everyone say 7 years? Good job. Of good harvest, and 7 years, say it again, of bad harvest, he explained. Find someone wise to keep the grain from the good harvests. It will feed the people when the harvests are bad. The king chose Joseph. He became very rich and very important. Oh, things are looking up, aren't they? The bad years came. Joseph was in charge of using the grain in the barns. From far, far away came 10 hungry people. They bowed down to the important man in charge and asked to buy food. Joseph knew these people were his brothers, but they didn't know who he was. Was Joseph going to punish them, or was he going to be kind? What do you think? Do you think he's going to be kind, or do you think he's going to punish them? Joseph really wanted to see his one younger brother, Benjamin. He made the others go to fetch him. Then, at last, Joseph told the brothers who he was. God was in charge of everything that happened, he said. I was sent to Egypt so that I could rescue you now. Joseph invited all his family to come and live in Egypt. There they made their home. The end. Wow, isn't it amazing that even though his brothers had been so mean to him, they'd hurt him and they had sent him off to Egypt, which was a scary place. He'd never been there before, and he ended up being a slave. Even though all of that bad stuff had happened, Joseph still managed to forgive his brothers. Now, forgive, that's a bit of a funny word, isn't it? We might not really know what it means. But basically, it just means that you forget about what somebody's done. You say, it's okay, I'm not angry anymore, I'm not upset anymore. Maybe somebody pushed you and it really hurt. Well, it's you choosing to say, it's okay, I don't mind, it's alright now, don't worry, I've forgotten about it, I'm not angry anymore. And that is you forgiving them. So, as always, we've got our 3 key points. So, point number 1. Joseph was kind to everybody that he met. He was kind to his brothers, he was kind to the people who put him into slavery, he was kind to the king, and he was kind to the people who didn't have enough food. Point number 2. Joseph's friends and his family, his brothers, did some really, really mean things to him, didn't they? They threw him away. They said, we don't want you anymore, and they pretended that he was dead. It was not nice at all. But Joseph still chose to forgive them. He still chose to say, it's okay, I love you anyway, don't worry. It's all in the past now, I forgive you. And point number 3, forgiveness can be really hard. Imagine you were Joseph. It must have been really difficult for him to say, it's okay, I don't mind anymore. So it's okay for us to find it difficult to forgive people. But the amazing thing is that Jesus wants to help us. When Jesus died on the cross, he was saying, it's okay, it's all right, to all the bad things that we do. And what he wants us to do is he wants us to say that to everyone around us. He wants us to say, it's okay, it's all right, I forgive you. So when we're finding it really difficult, when we find it really hard to say, it's okay, I forgive you, then all I want you to remember is that Jesus can help you. He's right there and he can help you. So maybe if you're finding it really hard to forgive somebody, you could just say a little prayer. You could say, Jesus, I really want to forgive this person, but I'm finding it a bit difficult. Please help me. And he will help you. Jesus is right there. He wants to help you and he's going to. So if you've got somebody on your mind who you think, oh, maybe I need to forgive them, then why don't you think about them right now? Just say a little prayer. Say, Jesus, help me to forgive. Say their name. Amen. That's all you need to say. So we've got a few activities about how we can remember the story we've learned today. So what I've done is I have coloured in Joseph's coat. I've got lots of different colours because his coat was really, really bright and colourful. That's what made it so special. So I've coloured his coat in and then I've written, with God's help, I can forgive. Just as a little reminder to me and to everyone in my house that we can forgive with God's help and we can remember the story of Joseph. You can maybe make some cookies in the shape of Joseph's coat and decorate them. I would love to see a photo if you do that. That would be really cool. Maybe you and your grown-up want to talk about some people that you need to forgive and that you need to say, it's okay, I don't mind, I'm not angry anymore. Maybe you can write it down on a piece of paper and then scrunch it up and throw it away. Say, it's okay, I'm not angry anymore, I don't need it. And that's just a really simple, practical activity of how you can remind yourself about forgiving people. So we've spoke about how we can forgive people and we're going to pray, we're going to do it, we're going to do some forgiving right now. So I'm going to say a little prayer and then I'm going to pause and I want you to say somebody's name. Even if it's just your little brother or your big sister because they, pushed you a little bit this morning or they took your toy, something like that. Even if it's really small, I want you to join in, okay? Dear God, help us to forgive people even when it's hard. Help me to forgive. Thank you that you can help us forgive them. Thank you that you love and care for us. Amen. Amen! Amazing! Well, that's all from me this week, Adventure Kids. I've loved doing church with you. I would love to see any photos or videos. Send them in to us at Adventure Kids. We would love to see what you're getting up to. Have a wonderful week. I can't wait to see you all soon. Bye!